The Archie's Festival Frenzy is finally here. So the way that this event works is you got to collect the Archies through elims and multiplayer and zombies, and also opening supply caches in Warzone. I wonder if that means that elims don't count in Warzone, which is interesting. But I guess you could just hop into plunder and just farm supply caches. Um, you use those Archies to unwrap different gifts, and then at the end you'll get the AMR mod for sniper rifles, which is basically the Bear 50 cal. So the different things we have here is like a weapon sticker, weapon charms, consumables, calling cards. There's a black cell operator skin. But here, the weapon, I believe this is going to be the cleaver. This attachment is going to be the burst conversion mod for, I believe it's the compact, or is it the KSV? It's one of the K SMGs. And then we also have the new perk here, which I believe this is the reflexes perk for Warzone, which makes explosives detonate on a delay when sprinting past them. I'm curious which perk slot this is going to be in. I have started the Warzone grind, and there's like a dedicated camo grind building. It seems the community has found. And it's always just an absolute shit show when I land there. There's so many mines and shock charges and everything there. So this perk will make getting through that house a lot better. Also, I have no camera because my webcam broke. I did download like an app that I could use to turn my phone into my camera. It'll also look a lot better, but I don't have like a stand or anything for it. So for now, just gonna have to go with the no camera. Also, I finished the zombies and the multiplayer camo grind. So I'm currently writing up a script for like a general thoughts video. I'm probably gonna have to do like a thoughts video for zombies and also a separate one for multiplayer because the list keeps on growing and growing and growing in terms of both positives and negatives. Um, but today, what we're gonna do is I want to hop into a zombies game. I want to use the Maelstrom shotgun, which is so bad, by the way. And I'm just gonna try and get a bunch of headshots for it in like the directed mode just to see roughly what the drop rate is for these Archies. Just kind of to see how long this is going to take with zombies specifically. And then maybe I'll do like a game of Stakeout 24/7, which is back, and then a game of Plunder just running around getting a bunch of chests. But let's get into it. Okay, so they drop as like an actual drop. So it's not like automatically added to your inventory. There's like a little jingle, I guess, when you pick it up, but there's no like indication that you grabbed one or something. But one dropped like I guess around 15 kills. I hope there's not like a despawn timer for him. On the next one that drops, I'll see if it despawns at all. So that would be heartbreaking, honestly. Okay, so that one spawned. I'm at 26 elims. Oh, another one just dropped. Okay, so when that one dropped, this one despawned. So I guess let me not kill anything and just see if it despawns. Or if there can only be like a one act. Oh no, they do despawn. Okay. Well, that sucks. Seems they drop somewhat regularly. So they do have a very fast despawn timer, which definitely sucks. But they drop pretty regularly, so I guess that's fine. Especially if you're like only going to be farming in one area. I made a YouTube short and a TikTok about different ways to get afterlife on the bat because you know it's a two-hit melee. It can be kind of annoying to get all of those kills without getting hit, and it got a lot of views actually. It seems like there was a lot of people who were struggling with it, and I'm glad it was able to help. But there was also a ton of comments in there of people talking about the ways that they did it, and so with this drill and also with the cleaver that's coming out, I kind of want to make a video going over y'all's strategies, the community strategies that were left in those comments, sort of as a thank you, and also just see, hey, is it actually better? I know one of them I have tried, not with melee specifically, Basically, you can get into the bank and stand on the table, and enemies will like funnel to you, and that is very effective. I will 100% agree that that strategy is very effective. But I have not tried it with melee specifically, so trying to get that afterlife camo on that might not be great, but we'll see. I have to get these weapons to afterlife to be able to do that video, or I could just try it without being on that step yet, just to see. But probably the main reason why I haven't really been making videos lately is mostly because I wanted to get like a thoughts video out, but I really wanted to finish the camo grinds. And so I think I have like 110 or 115 hours in multiplayer now after I finished that grind. I think a lot of people said it took them around 90. Like a lot of people who are, actually good at the game. I'm not very good. And I struggled a lot with hit registration. Like I basically just had packet loss and packet burst the entire time that I was playing, and it made it feel really bad. And I was very mad like all the time, and so I didn't really feel like recording all that. So I was just trying to get through it as fast as possible so I could get a thoughts video out. But despite all that, I still had so much fun with it, and I'll go deeper into things that I like and dislike in the video, obviously. But I'm hoping to get that out somewhat soon. But there's still things that I'm remembering that I want to talk about. But I think I'm gonna like give myself a cutoff on, hey, just get the video made, and then if you think of anything else later, you can come out with another video that's like, you know, X amount of more things that, feedback in the video. I'm not gonna do Warzone. I'm not a Warzone player. Um, so I don't really have any feedback right now. But after I finish that camo grind, I should have a better grasp on it. And I'll probably have it's like a separate video for that one as well once I finish it in, like 6 months. So I'll be honest, that camo grind is so boring. I am not having fun with it in the slightest. Also, it took me like 2 minutes to completely forget the fact that I'm trying to collect Archies during this. I can't tell you the last time that I saw one. I've not been paying attention at all. That's another difficult thing about making videos sometimes is like I'll come in with a purpose, and then I just completely forget it and get like lost in the gameplay. It's also why I don't think I'm like a very good streamer or anything, is because I just get lost in the gameplay too easily. In fact, that stream VOD that I edited and put up, I had someone come through and they were trying to say what's up to me, but I was like so into the Easter egg hunt that it was just completely missed them. They never came back. Missed that opportunity. Oh, there's one. I feel like they need to make the little jingle like louder, or have like a, like on the side where it says you picked up ammo, you picked up salvage, whatever it is. Maybe have something there that says you picked up an Archie or something. Some sort of confirmation that you just picked one up. That's better than that like silent jingle. Oh, nice. So that you can actually see how many Archies you picked up. That's a really nice addition. So I have 6 Archies with 200 eliminations, but I probably just haven't been picking them up because I've forgotten. So I know I've missed at least 2 of them despawned. I guess I also need to like make sure that I don't kill things before they've entered the map to spawn, so they can actually drop them. Speaking of drops, I tried that Jingle Hells mode. Not having like anything drop for you feels really, really bad. Like, I know it's supposed to be like a harder, more hardcore version of the game. To an extent, it was fun. It was fun, like, having to be really mindful about the things that I would use. But it's definitely not a mode where you can just load it up and have, some relaxed fun with your friends, which is fine. Not every mode needs to be, super relaxed. There has to be something for the hardcore players. As much as I disagree with a lot of the hardcore zombies players' opinions on like where the game should be and all that kind of stuff, I do think it's important that those type of players have a space for them to um, be able to have their version of fun in the game. you know, their version of fun is a lot different than mine. But I do think a lot of the hardcore zombies community does need to understand that they are a minority. Having everything catered to them is not realistic, and also probably won't make the game better for most players. Kind of been laughed out of comment sections in the past because I've shared that opinion that their ideas don't necessarily mean the game would be better for most players. But despite that, I do hope that maybe like a hardcore mode or something can be added so players can get that nostalgic. I'm not entirely sure that a hardcore mode would work very well with all the different systems, like how this game is created. I think that it would be worth it to try. I also am going to eat my words just a little bit comes to Vulture Aid. I still think that like the main functionality of it should have just been adjusted in game, so there's better drop rates in general for things, because now like when I'm not using Vulture's Aid it feels horrible. But I think they did a really good job with the augments. The Picky Eater augment is so clutch, especially when you're like in the boss fight, for example. You have all those zombies that are able to drop multiple scrolls. So while the scroll cooldown isn't up in that boss fight on Citadel de Mor, you can still get scrolls pretty easily, and those scrolls are really powerful tools. In general, really happy with the augments for it. I also think being able to charge your field upgrade faster is pretty clutch, like in the gas. Also, I think the one I'm using right now is like the hidden, almost acts as like a mini smoke. That can be pretty clutch sometimes too. But I'll eat my words on it. It's honestly been a pretty good addition. I don't want this video to be like too long, so I'll probably cap myself. I mean, I have 7 Archies right now. I really haven't seen them spawn all that often since like the first few rounds. So I'm at 435 elims. Let's get to like 500, I guess, and then we'll try out the other modes as well. I also have like notoriously horrible RNG. Doesn't matter what game I play, Destiny, World of Warcraft, any of it, there's RNG involved. Mine's the worst out of everybody that I know. I'm also curious if maybe they're not dropping as often because I'm in directed mode. So maybe if you try like a high round strategy or something, maybe they'll be dropping a lot more. I also haven't seen them drop at all from special zombies. I was kind of hoping that like specials and elites would pretty much guarantee to drop them with the amount that you need to get. Like, I think I did the math last night. I think it was, if you don't have the black cell, it was like 280 Archies to complete it, and then obviously an additional 50, so you're at 330 Archies to complete the event, including the black cell, which is a large amount. And I think I'm still only at 7 Archies, 488 kills. How much time have I spent here? Like 22 minutes. So I guess let's just go to 30 minutes instead of 500 kills. The Falcons finally decided to bench Kirk Cousins, and they're starting Michael Penix Jr. now. Kirk Cousins just did not look good over the last few weeks. I think he had 0 touchdowns and 8 interceptions in the last 4 weeks, which is ridiculous. Like, the only touchdowns were coming from either defense, special teams, or Bijan, which Bijan has been on an absolute tear these last few weeks too. He's so good. But starting Penix, I think a lot of people were calling for him when he was when the Falcons were playing Minnesota. But Minnesota has like one of the most lethal defenses in the league. Trying to start a rookie quarterback against that team is a horrible idea. So I was kind of surprised that they didn't make the change last week against the Raiders, especially because Kirk struggled so much in that game. In the preseason, he looked really good. His decision making seemed pretty sound. Some of the throws that he was making were really nice. I'm obviously rooting for him, and I don't think he'll be like horrible by any stretch of the imagination. I'm more so just like worried what's going to happen. Like, I think both our defensive and offensive coordinators are rookie play callers. So if the struggles persist, are they going to move on from the coordinators? Are they going to stick with them longer? Kirk Cousins has a no trade clause, and I was looking at the contract details last night, and I believe if Kirk Cousins were to waive his no trade clause, he would be getting, I believe the new team that he goes to would have to be paying 27 million of the 65 guaranteed that he's guaranteed next year, and he would also lose I believe it was another 30 million that he would be losing if he was traded. So Kirk Cousins would have to waive that money to go play somewhere else. Now, where that somewhere else is, I'm not entirely sure. The Jets obviously are in a bad spot right now with Aaron Rodgers. I don't know what they do. I don't think they would trade for Kirk Cousins if I'm being honest. Other teams, maybe the Raiders could trade for him, but that's another team that why would you not just take chances? I don't think Kirk Cousins is bad. I just don't know that he and Zach Robinson are a good match stylistically. I think that might be really where he's been struggling. I don't think his Achilles has anything to do with it. He's never been a mobile quarterback, so I don't think he's lost any power on his throws or anything. I think it was just the decision making was bad and the play calls weren't really helping him that much. So I think he's definitely going to be able to go somewhere, continue to start, and if not, I think he'll be a fantastic backup, a fantastic mentor to somebody. You know, he's been in the league a very long time. He's 36. It'll be interesting to see what happens. It's against the Giants this week, so I'm not saying that it's going to be a breeze, but the Giants have not been good at all this season. So I think this is a good game to let Penix get in there and show what he can do. Miles better than the Vikings anyways. Also, I have not seen an Archie in so long. These drop rates have to be bugged. Or maybe not bugged, but like very bad in directed mode. Dude, this shotgun's so bad. I'm still getting headshot hit markers. Pack-a-Punch 2 blue rarity around 11. Alright, so we're 30 minutes in. We're still at 7 Archies collected, so I'm just gonna go ahead and leave. How many elims was it? Like 767? So before we hop into like multiplayer and plunder, I want to go into like a regular zombies match and just try that out. See if the drop rates are any better. Oh, got one there. Heard the little jingle that time. There's another one. So I'm at about the same spot, like 25 elims and 2 Archies. Ooh, another one. Almost missed that one. Ooh, another one. Is that 5 Archies now? We're about 15 minutes in. We already have more than directed mode. So I think directed mode has like bugged spawns, or it's probably purposefully lowered spawns. Okay, so I got about 10 Archies in 20 minutes, roughly. But my friend has just informed me that the event is actually bugged right now. So I have 16 Archies, but basically, if you go through, you click all the rewards one by one, you'll unlock it without even having to play. So, like, obviously, I'm going to use Archies on that one because I have enough. I have enough for that one too, but like, I don't have enough for this. So maybe because I actually have Archie's, it doesn't work for me. But yeah, he sent me a screenshot. It's all unlocked for him.
Restart your game and then try it. Yeah, because I literally opened the game and I was like, I don't care what I'm doing right now. I'm doing this so I don't have to earn this. Sniper's ass.
I believe it.
It aims in way too slow.
I figured that would be the case.
I just took it in against bots and I was like having a hard time ADSing against bots.
You.
It seems like people either have what I have or they'll play one game and they have just like 4,000 of them out of nowhere. And some people are having a problem to where it's not tracking at all. Interesting. I thought we were getting the melee weapon today.
Was the cleaver not what the weapon was in this?
No, the event weapon was the sniper.
But there was a weapon. Oh, is it a blueprint? Or oh yeah, I see it now. It's a blueprint for the 9mm. What? I thought that was gonna be the cleaver.
That's why I'm confused. There's no way they're about to drip feed us the cleaver the last week of the fucking season.
Yeah, facts. Yeah, I saw that.
But apparently it's still one shot to the head, which is interesting. I wonder how many meters away that does that too. I was shooting dummies with 3.
And so the things drop, the Archies drop like actual drops on the ground. They don't like go to your inventory automatically.
I'm so excited. Later I get to watch all those fucking videos of all the leaked BO2 stuff.
I watched a lot of it, but you know, as somebody who hasn't really played those maps, it meant pretty much nothing to me.
I still think like even if you have like no idea what's going on, I still think it's cool to see. It's also kind of crazy to think about. We would have had Zombie Chronicles on BO2. That shit would have failed miserably. Actually, I don't think it would have failed.
Oh, so something that's interesting is in zombies, these Archies despawn pretty fast. But in multiplayer, they're not despawning that fast, which is a massive W.
I'm not getting any of them in Warzone, but maybe that's because I have the event done.
Maybe. I also think they only drop from opening caches in Warzone. Okay. Hello? Okay. Bro. Oh, this dude's using the sniper right now. He's kind of shitting on me with it. Alright, so that was a pretty bad game. But 7 jollies with 35 kills. So, like, 1 every 5 kills or so. But there, you know, that's not entirely accurate. It's like a chance to drop every time. Because there was that at one point where I had 3 of them in a corner and I didn't get 15 kills right there. But you get a rough idea of the drop rates. I guess let's hop into a game of plunder real quick and just try and open up a bunch of caches. So it seems like some people are just automatically starting the event with enough to complete it. Enough of the Archies to complete it. And others
Yeah, because
just get
I had
fucked.
2,000.
Yeah. Once again, Dallas gets sucked while I do not. Dude, there's some people who are saying they had like over 30,000 Archies.
Yeah, I saw a screenshot with 5,000. I don't
My
know why
goodness.
it's doing that.
Well, I mean, I still would have had them in my inventory if I spawned with them, right?
But my thought process is like, okay, I started the game and I had 3,000. I
Mm-hmm.
didn't play a game. You probably had that too. Just didn't notice it. And then as soon as you got into the game, it reset you to 0 because it's like, oh, he hasn't played a game yet. This is his real amount.
Maybe. I was recording, so I can go back and look at it. No good bounties, so I'm just gonna drop on the camo grind building, maybe try and get absolutely wrecked, and then go hunt for some,
These gas grenades do not make campers happy at all.
Alright, well, let's go hunt some chests. There's an Archie.
I don't know which challenge I just completed. I don't know if it was the sprinting kills or the reloading kills. I wasn't looking.
Paid. Another one. My goodness. That's the first cache I've opened that didn't give me one.
Are you in Warzone?
Yeah. I'm just running around grabbing caches.
Bro, I was trying to farm. If anything, Warzone. I feel like Warzone would probably be best if it's dropping them. That is.
Yeah, it's dropping. I've gotten some from every cache I've opened except for two.
Ooh, let me grab this. Get me out of this lobby, please.
They can even drop from the things in the bathroom. Facts. How am I at my squad's active limit already?
Buy or whatever, like the storage it has.
Yeah.
I'm assuming. I haven't tested this fully. I've only done a few of them. This guy has the crossbow. This guy's a real freak.
Alright, so 11 Archies in a match of plunder. 33 caches. 11 Archies. So roughly one every 3 caches. Honestly, not bad. Not bad at all. I wish there was a timer to see how long this game was. Yeah, hopefully you guys are some of the lucky ones that just spawn in with enough to complete the event. Actually, I'm gonna check the recording real quick to see if maybe I messed it up myself. Alright, I checked the recording and unfortunately I spawned in with 0 anyway, so I'm gonna have to do this event legit, but make sure before you get into a game, check your number of Archies, and even if it says 0, try clicking on things just to see if maybe you had some and it works for you. But it seems like, similar to events in the past, that Warzone is probably, especially Plunder, is probably going to be the fastest way to get this done. It seems like the drop rates in zombies are probably the worst. Appreciate you guys staying around. I'm going to work on those videos that I was talking about earlier. Try to get those out as soon as possible. I'm also going to try and get a camera stand so I can use my phone as a camera. That way the picture will look a lot better and I can stop doing these faceless videos. But I will catch you guys the next time I upload.